Good morning, everyone. I'm Juanda Moore, and today I will be doing the talk, the title of which is Resurrecting Awareness. I know this is Easter month and we've been resurrecting things, but today we're going to talk about resurrecting awareness. I have a question for you. Are you living or just existing? Are you enduring or are you perishable? Can you see light ahead of the glare, or are you waiting for Dr. Fossey to tell us we can go back to where we were? Are you living or just existing? Why not just move into discovering the next yet to be, rather than wait for the government to decree something to let us know what's next? Why not right now resurrect your best self? Why not revive the best you that is? As we kind of move out of the Fauci tier and into the CDC's all is safe tier, resurrect your best you. And I know, though, that I have to understand what is next so that I can move towards what's next, so that I can become actually what's next, so that I can actually be the best me that follows where I am right now. So why is it, tell me this, why is it that the movement of humanity has to be sparked by a pandemic or world conflict or a violent interaction within a community, or to disrespecting lives that matter, or to give not so that others may have not? Why can't or haven't we just evolved into our greatest potential as humanity? How do we break through these mental chains that keep us stuck where everybody else is? I think that as we reevaluate where we are, we reevaluate the now moment, not just live in the stuck place inside, we can begin to understand where and how our human energy can become beneficial for everyone and all of us. Are you living or just existing? An approach to moving past this uncertainty of returning to normal is to unwind the uncertainty. Be done with the confusion and illusions and prescribed roles, and move into the living space, move into the living room, okay? Where we can feel freedom and radiate love and rest in our connectivity with divine energy. As we reconnect with spirit, divine energy, infinite consciousness, and unbounded awareness, we move past the just existing and we move into living. Remember, what we focus on grows, and as we focus off the pandemic affairs and maintain safety, as we stop fearing quarantine and remember to mask up if we're going out, as we focus off lockdown and remind ourselves of who we are, who we really are, as we remind ourselves of our magnificence, of the me, of the you that is more than all of the stuff around us, then we can focus on what's next. As we come out of this period of quarantining, hopefully our perspectives have shifted and our awareness has moved to a new level of understanding and existence. Hopefully our awareness has shifted from I want, you want, to we need. And in the doing, hopefully we've shifted to a new level of understanding our truest humanity. Genuine and honest concern for others is key to improving our day-to-day beingness. Lessons of the past year or should have taught us to be warm-hearted so as to edge out anger and insecurities and jealousy. As we remain calm of mind and self-confident, we build the basis for a happy, peaceful life with others and with ourselves. We've had time during the Q time during this pandemic to find ways to incorporate and resonate with our human psyche and behavior and make strides to make the changes a part of who we are. For instance, I had a lady call me the other day and said, "You missed your 9 o'clock appointment." And I sat down for a minute and I thought, my human psyche does not operate at 9 o'clock in the morning. So I thoughtfully explained to her, I'm saying, I thought this was assigned to someone else who was closer to the subject. But I didn't sign up for a 9 o'clock appointment. My human psyche and behavior will not accept earliness, okay? So during the pandemic and even before then, I found ways to incorporate what resonates with me. So I meditate in the evening when I know I'm going to sit there and not fall asleep. I eat at 7 o'clock most of the times because I know eating earlier is going to make me forget that I ate. And then I'm going to have to eat again. So during the pandemic, I have learned some things. And the changes in your thoughtfulness and my thoughtfulness and contemplation have redirected and reoriented my day-to-day beingness. And hopefully it's done the same for you. Because these changes have acted as a catalyst to move me into quantum beingness. And that's where we all should be. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Louise Hay said it. Wayne Dyer said it. Chopra said it. A lot of people have said it. You've probably even said it yourself. But we won't get to that better next to be unless we start with ourselves. Unless we rely on peace and joy and compassion and tolerance and honesty. And yes, rely on the one that expresses in and through each and every one of us. The love that binds me to you is unbreakable. My life rises from all that God is, and yours from all that Spirit expresses, and everything our ears hear, and all that we envision, every movement we make is to express Spirit in the humanity in all of us and in all of life. And I was going to try to make up a word, human kindness, but I don't think that would have made sense. So I just called it. We're expressions of humanity as Spirit outpictures through us. Remember that what you focus on grows and expands, so let's choose to let go and focus on love and compassion and joy and awareness in order to allow the laws of the universe to shower upon us. Life happens effortlessly when you step into it. When you step into it, when you surrender and you trust. Look at what happened last year when we began to cry. Oh, the sky is falling. Watch out for the virus. The sky is falling. Humanity diminished significantly and the vibrancy hid in a lot of places and died. When we stepped out of that fear approach and into writing and eradicating and vaccinating, when we stepped into surrender to what was and surrendered our fears to science, and of course God gave us science too, okay? So when we surrendered our fear and began to trust the light and to rely on the remedies of science, the tunnel magically opened and we began to resurrect our lives to the gift and beauty that has been gifted from Source to all of us. Are you ready to live and not just exist? Are you focusing on the light ahead? And are you prescribing for yourself meaningful practices that will draw you closer to God? Are you ready to move out of the fear tier and into the light? Let me suggest a response for you. Yes, I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to grow. I'm ready to resurrect my alignment with my higher self. I'm ready to get off the race mind autopilot and move into alignment with my divinity and my illumined magnificence. I'm ready to restore myself to my full power. and I know it's the truth. So take a moment now. Close your eyes, sit in silence, and take these words as your own. Recognizing the one life that is everywhere present, I acknowledge that one life and presence as God in me, for me, and as I acknowledge this vibrancy of spirit, I know that it is in all life. I know that all life is being called to plug into what has been available for me, for you, and for all of humanity. There is one life. That life is God. That life is expressing in me, through you, and as every living creature on the planet. This life is calling each and every living expression of itself to resurrect the magnificence that is our source and resonate from this place as love and joy and peace and harmony. As I realize these words set the law of mind into motion, I know that this divine motion does not return void, but returns with the energy and wonder of infinite consciousness. I let go so that the energizing grows, and I absolutely know all is well right here and right now, and so it is. Amen.
Amen.
Ashe.
Ashe.
Aho.